Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters cast. Going to be having an awesome PvP today, I believe. So, yes, ZVZ last week, PvP this week. So, did I just say Daily Masters? I meant Harry Masters. I don't know. It's hardwired into my brain, but whatever it is, we're not doing Daily Masters again. It is the Harry Masters, and up the top right side of the map, it is going to be Mr. MC. He is 23 years of age from South Korea, plays for the team Trig Esports. So he must have jumped over sometime, it was actually February this year that he jumped over to that team. Before that, he was in another team. No, actually, I think he was teamless for ages, but now he is part of Trig Gaming. And his opponent up the top left side of the map, it is Mr. San, 24 years of age from South Korea, plays for the Yo Flash Wolves team. And I do believe he's been part of that team since 2013, so a very, very long-standing member. They obviously like him quite a lot. And checking out this game, it looks like San has a little bit of an edge on the Twilight Council Blink research. MC just now starting that up, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, it took him a little bit longer, but he's still in a pretty good position. Obviously not too far back. He may have got... No, the Gateway's coming out about the same time, so I'm not sure exactly what MC did to get that Twilight Council out a little bit later, but I'm guessing he got something a little bit closer than what San did. But I'm not sure if it makes much of a difference at this point. So San chrono boosting out the Blink, MC doing exactly the same thing. We've got 3 gates for both players. Yes, that is correct. Robotics facility coming out for Mr. San. MC getting his robotics facility out quite a bit earlier. So maybe he's going to pump out an Immortal, maybe just a couple of observers. I suppose both players still quite a bit worried about the possibility of DTs coming down from either player, because yeah, all you need to do is get your Twilight Council and then just pop a Dark Shrine down in the corner of the map, potentially down here where this pylon is. And yeah, nobody will have any idea, but look at this, that pylon going down. So MC picking up that pylon, very, very nice play there to be able to spot that. That could have been a lot of trouble. He doesn't have his own pylon anywhere, but he does have a probe, so he can probably put one down up the top of the cliff here, which is exactly where this probe is moving. Wow, I am absolutely a genius to figure out where that was coming. But this is actually a really, really fantastic spot to be putting that down. And I'm not sure if there's an equivalent spot. I suppose over here would be an equivalent spot if San put a pylon over there. But it looks like MC is going to be going for the attack nice and fast. He's not pumping out anything out of his robotics facility. San pumping out an Immortal. So San is obviously getting a little bit worried, or feels that he needs something there. And MC goes up, sees a whole bunch of Stalkers, and he's just like, yeah, they're identical Stalkers on both sides. And once you give San the high ground, it's not going to happen. There's no way that MC was going to win that battle. So goes for an expansion. And yes, he's obviously pumped that out this second. He saw that attack wasn't going to work. And so he's got a bit of a head up now. San pushing this, pushing away. Going to be going for an attack of his own. We had an Immortal over there going out. And I believe that's the only Immortal that he does have. Yes, one Immortal. MC looking a bit low on the Stalker count actually, because he went for this Nexus. And you can see he really doesn't have anything to bump out that extra Stalkers, but he does have the Immortal coming out. So he's going to be okay. I think he can hold. He's going to be a little bit low on the Stalker numbers, but I think he might be able to hold. There we go, some Zealots getting out the front. The Zealots soak up Immortal Fire. Then MC is going to be in a beautiful, beautiful position. But we'll have to see how the micros look in here. He's got a lot of sentries as well. Well, if 2 is a lot, then he's got a lot. So looking beautiful. San just now getting his natural expansion. So that is going to be very bad news for him, because he's going to fall behind quite a bit on the worker numbers over the next couple of minutes. There we go. The Zealot coming in, sees the state of the Nexus, and MC has got to be very happy about this. And now he's just going to sit back, relax, try and get that worker advantage out. Try and get the... I don't know if he's going to chrono boost these workers. I would chrono boost these workers if it was me, but he's actually running a little bit low on energy, so he cannot chrono boost them. Mo, what is he chrono boosting? He's got energy here. I want to see what this guy chrono boosts actually. What's the priority for the chrono boost here? Is it going to be the workers? Is it going to be some sort of research? Is he getting level 1 weapons? He's getting the forge out pretty soon. So that's going to be level 1 weapons, my guess would be. Maybe level 1 armor, but probably level 1 weapons. And yeah, there we go. Going to see what's going on here. He's used the chrono boost to get that immortal out. Okay, so he's worried about... I don't know what he's worried about. Maybe he's actually going out for an attack. Maybe he's feeling like he can push out a ton of immortals and go nuts. There's the chrono boost on the next side, both the nexuses, and yeah, so he's going for workers, wants to get that worker advantage. He does have a very nice worker advantage, 39 over 33, and I'm quite sure that Sand is going to be chrono boosting his nexus. He's chrono boosting one of them anyway. The other one, oh my god, he's supply capped. That has got to hurt, but the pollen just about to get down. So here we go. Sand, I mean, I think maybe he's starting to get a little bit ruffled. Yeah, just a little bit. And these 4 immortals coming out for MC, as well as the zealots and sentries, Sand is going to be in a bit of a... He's going to have a bit of a problem here. He cannot face 4 immortals with the army he's currently got. He's got 3 immortals on the backside at his own base, which is going to be fine. And he's got this sweet observer moving around. Obviously just out of range of MC's own observer. So not going to be spotted and is going to see everything. Is going to see these 3 more gateways coming out, which is a very, very nice pickup for Mr. Sand, because you know more gateways are going to come out, but you don't always know when. And Sand has not started those 3 gateways of his own. So currently he's got 3 gateways versus 3 for MC, but there are 3 more out on the way, and that's definitely something that Sand needed to know about. You can see he's pumping out 3 more gateways of his own just to make sure that he doesn't get overwhelmed here. This may have been standard timing, but the fact that he didn't build them till after he scouted MC building them means that MC probably put them out a little bit earlier than what Sand usually would have. And here we go, Stalker versus Stalker. Where are the immortals? They're going around the side. I don't know, maybe they were going for the watchtower or something like that, but that's a long way for immortals to have to trot just to get a watchtower, because they are, you know, they're not that fast. They're definitely slower than the Stalkers. But here they go, they're moving out, and they're actually going to coincide with this Stalker force because the Stalkers are so much faster. And are they going to go for the attack? No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like they're just pushing off, putting the pressure on Sand, and making way for a 3rd base. I love this play from MC, getting out the 3rd base, putting the pressure on at the same time, and once again he is going to get the jump on the expansion that he needs over Sand. The first time he got the jump, it was good, but he didn't really have to do much to get the jump. He was just basically pushing out and then getting the expansion when he saw that he wasn't going to be able to take out Sand. But then again, thinking about it, he probably knew he wasn't going to be able to take out Sand at that point, so it may have been the same deal. It may have just been a push, get an expansion, a push, get an expansion. Very nice here. Looks like Sand is going to get screwed. No reinforcements, saving that Stalker right at the end. And now Sand, he's definitely got to be thinking about doing some sort of push of his own, but this is not a fake push to get an expansion. This is a real push to destroy an expansion, and I would be very unsurprised if... I'd be very unsurprised if he doesn't go for this Nexus. There we go, that's what I was thinking of. Stalker's going out, getting a bit of a scout. Man, he's probably wishing he's Terran right now. He can just scan the hell out of that army, keep an eye on where they are, because... yeah, he needs to know where those guys are. He needs to know if they're coming in from the south, if they're coming in from the west, if they're coming in from the southwest, if they're coming in from any direction. They're not going in any direction at the moment though. They're moving out, doing a bit of a scouting by himself, but he's getting his own 3rd base. So there we go. I think that's going to be the way for now. Sand's got control in the middle. There we go. Pulling the Stalker's forces of MC out. Just sort of cheating them out a little bit and then getting a few Colossus hits on them. Just sort of teasing the army a little bit. But Sand obviously not ready to commit to trying to take out this Nexus just yet. Which is going to suck, because if he did manage to snipe that, that would definitely be a nice little lead. And I think he does need a nice little lead in this game, because he's definitely not in the lead at the moment. I think the MC still has a bit of an advantage, although Sand is pushing workers a lot harder than MC is right now, and that is definitely going to be hurting. So both players just sort of teasing each other in the middle of the base. That sounds kind of weird when I say it like that, but it's basically what they're doing. Just going out there, doing a couple of blink micro. MC actually some very nice blink micro, and actually Sand falling back, deciding not to hold on the center, getting a single zealot in, seeing the third base. So both players know that they have a third base, and we do have high Templar tech for both players actually. They've both got that, and the upgrades I think are starting to be a factor. Maybe not. 2 weapons for both players, so they've obviously been going down the same path. MC really pushing ahead on level 3 weapons though. He's got that coming out. Sand pushing out with a lot of gas though. Is he saving up for 3 weapons? Maybe. That's a lot of gas. He's got to be saving up for 3 weapons. No, I don't know what the hell he's doing. High Templar, that's what he's saving up for. High Templar. Ooh, it's looking a little bit dangerous here actually. MC with a very nice army. Both players actually near maxed. We do have 5 versus 5 Colossus. So we do have a bunch of Archons. Almost identical armies here, I gotta say. Really, really almost identical. And neither player really with an advantage here. Sand has a bit of the high ground, which is good. And he's started to sort of choke away the stuff on the top side, which did leave MC's Colossus open. And that's definitely going to hurt. The middle is still holding for Sand. So those Immortals are not getting through to the Colossus. They're still being frozen up by Stalkers and Zealots and stuff like that. But the Zealots are all down. However, those Colossus had enough time to finish everything off, and a decisive win there. I think really at the start, MC didn't have too much of a cover for the Colossus on the high ground. The cover got taken down, and then his Colossus were open to Sand's Colossus, and that really, really hurt him. He lost like 2 or 3 Colossus. Sand did not lose a single one, and after that, it was just a case of, yeah, just keep the pressure on. So we're going to see MC trying to get back into this as fast as he can, but he is down for Colossus, and that is a major, major, major deal. He's going to go around the bottom side though. Not a lot of defense here. He's warping in some Zealots, so he's a little bit worried, and he should be, because there we go, the Zealots are coming in. Not enough to scare off this many, but still. And here we go though. Sand using that advantage to his most effect. 5 Colossus. He knows that MC has absolutely nothing to throw against these 5 Colossus, and so the third base goes down quite easily. These Zealots getting chased away by reinforcements. I thought that MC might have had the advantage, but no, the reinforcement advantage, of course, giving Sand the edge, and we always knew he was going to have that, so I was never really worried about that third base going down to MC Zealots. And now, I mean, Sand won the battle, and now he has done a heavy amount of economic damage. He's lost a fair amount of workers, but then again, so has Sand. 17 and 11. So Sand actually lost more workers, I think, to those Zealots, but he's got 3 bases. He's chrono boosting out workers. I think he's still going to be fine. I think he's still going to be okay. And the lead up time for this Nexus, I mean, the fact that he does have a 3 worker lead might help him a little bit, but I don't think he's mining with all of those guys. I mean, 19 over 24, and yeah, he's got some long distance mining going on over here. So that is horrendously bad. And of course, yeah, gas income is definitely going to hurt as well, not having gas on that third base, especially when you are trying to build Archons and Colossus and all sorts of crazy crap like that. So upgrades wise, this is one thing to say for MC though. He does have level 3. Sand never went for it. He's going for level 1 armor now, but he didn't have level 3 weapons going, and he's just never gone for it. I saw a DT. Did you guys see a DT? There's another one going on. There is a cannon though, so Sand extremely well prepared for the possibility of DTs. He must have known that MC was feeling behind and decided, yes, you know, the best way to come out in front is to send a DT in there and start owning stuff. But of course the cannon is there now. If he sends like 6 or 7 Zealots in there, that cannon will go down in like 2 seconds, which could be a nice lead up for another DT, could take out a whole bunch of workers. but that's going to require a little bit of coordination. I think he's going to need all of his coordination to deal with this incoming army. 108 over 75, which is very nice. 7 Colossus over 5. MC doing a fantastic job getting that many Colossus out there, and his Archon numbers are down a bit though. Every one of his units is down a bit. Stan actually got a Stalker. I think that's the only Stalker in the game right now, but Archon, Colossus, and a whole bunch of Zealots. This is like a Desert Strike force. If you guys plays the Desert Strike arcade map, with just Archons and Colossus all day long, and they absolutely annihilate everything. So here he goes. Moving in, he's going to try and snipe the third base. He's going to take a few hits here. He's going to throw his Zealots into the meat grinder in order to take out this third base. And it looks like it is going to happen. He's starting to take some Archon damage, but MC's own force is starting to look a little bit light. I don't think he had too much out the front, and it is all gone at the moment. The Colossus were able to help push MC back and at the same time take out the third base. So that's how much Stan actually had. I have no doubt that if he went army to army, he could have crushed MC, but he chose to split his attention between MC's force and his third base, and he managed to force MC to fall back and at the same time take out the third base, but he did not destroy the army. And is this what he's thinking about doing right now? I'm really not sure. It's going to be tough to do that because he has no cover for his forces. He needs to get a ton of Archons out there to help him, and I think just falling back at the moment is probably the best idea right now. He was thinking about going in, but just falling back is probably the way to go because MC seems to be on a warpath, and that is not, it's not a good position. I mean, of course Stan needs to win at some point. He needs to win the battle, but maybe he's just like, you know what, there's actually a ton of Colossus here. He's actually built up quite a bit. Maybe I just need to smack him down now and take things out, but MC is going to have the reinforcement advantage here, and the Colossus are all going to go down, but there's nothing in front of them. That's fine though. I guess he didn't worry too much about that, but the Colossus so low on health. I mean, think about it. 2 or 3 Immortals could have swept these guys into the sewer right now. Those Colossus are so low on health, and yeah, just a couple of Immortals. Maybe even Stalkers. A nice decent Stalker army could have wiped these guys out. Colossus, it's very much a risk, I'd say, moving this many Colossus out without any cover and going out and destroying stuff. But yeah, you know what? He did it, and I guess it kind of worked out. So that's fine in the end. Sand takes the victory and comes out ahead in this game. Beautiful game. So anyway, this has been... I'm actually going to turn off the sound because I don't need to listen to these guys go nuts on the bloody pylons while I'm talking at the end of the video. So anyway, that is been it. Thank you very much for watching this game, guys. And I think I'll continue on with 1 game a week. I'm just working through my to-do folder, which, as I've said before, contains all my really long, really epic games. But I will keep an eye out on more replays coming out. I understand WCS Season 1 Finals is happening right now as we speak. So, yeah, that's going to be awesome. Hopefully they release a replay pack and we can get into some awesome games from here. May even, if I see a couple of short games, may do like a 3-game series or something in the one video. I don't know. We'll play around with that. But I feel like 1 video a week is probably, it's a good point to be in, because then I don't have to worry about casting during the week, just cast in the weekend, and that's fantastic. So yeah, anyway, I will leave you guys for now on this video, and I will catch you guys next week with another one. Stay tuned.